Madeline's Rescue by Ludwig Bemelmans. In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines. They left the house at 9:30 in 2 straight lines in rain or shine. The smallest one was Madeline. She was not afraid of mice. She loved winter, snow, and ice. To the tiger in the zoo, Madeline just said poof poof. And nobody knows so well how to frighten Miss Clave until the day she slipped and fell. Poor Madeline would now be dead, but for a dog that kept its head and dragged her safe from a watery grave. From now on, I hope you will listen to me. And here is a cup of chamomile tea. Good night, little girls. I hope you sleep well. Good night, dear Mrs. Clave. Mrs. Clave turned out the light. After she left, there was a fight about where the dog should sleep that night. The new pupil was ever so helpful and clever. The dog loved biscuits, milk, and meat, and they named it Ludwig. She could sing and almost talk and enjoyed the daily walk. Soon the snow began to fly. Inside it was warm and dry. And 6 months passed quickly by. When the 1st of May came near, there was nervousness each year. For on that day there arrived a collection of trustees for the annual inspection. The inspection was much to everybody's sorrow. Tap tap, whatever can that be? Tap tap, come out and let me see. Dear me, it's a dog, and it isn't there a rule that says dogs are allowed in school? Mrs. Clave, get rid of it, please, said the president of the board of trustees. Yes, but the children love her so, said Mrs. Clave. Please don't make her go. I dare say, said Lord Cufus. I mean, it's a perfect disagree. For young ladies to abbrance the creature of uncertain race. Off with you, go on, run, scat, go away and don't come back. Madeline jumped on a chair. Lord Cufus, she cried. Beware, Miss Guinevere, noblest dog in France, you shall have your vengeance. It's no use crying or talking. Let's get dressed and go out walking. The sooner we're ready, the sooner we will leave. Sooner we'll find Miss Guinevere. They went looking high and low, and every place a dog might go, in every place they called her name, but no one answered to the same. The gendarme said, we don't believe we've seen a dog like Guinevere. Hours after they had started, they came back home broken-hearted. Oh, Genevieve, where can you be? Genevieve, please come back to me. In the middle of the night, Mrs. Clave turned on the light and said something is not right. An old street lamp fed, and everybody went to bed. Good night, little girls. I hope you sleep well. Good night, dear Mrs. Clay. Mrs. Clay turned out the light, and once and again there was a flight, as each little girl cried, Geneva's is mine tonight. For a second time that night, Mrs. Clay turned on her light, and afraid of a disaster, she ran fast. And even faster. If there's one more flight about gonna be, I'm sorry, but she'll have to leave. That was the end of the riot. Suddenly all was quiet. For the third time that night, Mrs. Clay turned on the light, and to her surprise, she found that suddenly there was enough hound to go all around. The end. I really like this book when I was growing up. I'm happy to share it with you. So this is like the cover of here, and then the back of it, there's like Madeline, and then it says like, this is Madeline. Hope you join next time for a new story. Bye. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Don't forget to hit that like on the bottom and subscribe.